Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Is that you back there, Hilda?
Ah! Yeesh, Holst, you scared me. How did you even know I was here?
I strive to keep my mind sharp and clear at all times. How then could I not recognize the presence of my own dear sister? It's a feat anyone can accomplish with good, honest training. You should try it sometime.
Honest training isn't really my forte. Same goes for our regular drills. If no one's making me do it, not a chance I'll even bother.
Ha! That's because you have the makings of a first-class prodigy. Even without putting in any hard work, your talent shines bright. But now that we're both here, why not train with me? It'll be just like old times.
You mean like how you used to carry me on your back while you were doing push-ups? No thanks. That was fun when I was little, but it'd be incredibly embarrassing now.
That's a shame.
By the way, Holst, how long are you planning on sticking around with us?
As long as I can. I'm not much use if I'm away from our king during a time of war. And though he surrendered his title, Father is still in fine health, so I have nothing to worry about by leaving our territory in his hands.
Uh-huh. So the fact that your little sister is here has nothing to do with you being here?
Not pleased with my answer, eh? I thought you hated when I admit to being overprotective. But yes, of course you're the biggest reason why I'm here. I can keep you safe so long as you're close. Additionally, I must be on hand to punish any scoundrels who attempt to woo you.
Yeah, I don't love that part. It's not just scoundrels who are terrified to approach me now. Still, he's thinking about my well-being, so I guess that feels pretty good.
But there's actually another reason why I'm here.
Oh yeah?
The opportunity to cross swords with the mightiest warriors of the kingdom and the Knights of Seros doesn't often present itself. True valor is only polished in life or death battle, with the most powerful fighters. Just thinking of how I may one day encounter these veterans makes me tremble with anticipation.
Of course it does. So, that's the real biggest reason. I probably should have guessed.
No, don't get me wrong, Hilda. It goes without saying that the most important thing in my entire life is the well-being of my beloved sister.
Yeah, whatever you say. Good luck with the training.
Wait, I beg of you, wait! My dear Hilda, come back!
Good to go.
I stand ready.
I'll show you what I can do.
I'm ready anytime.
Time to put my plan into action.
I'll paint us a path to victory.
Yeah, I'll give it everything I've got. Hey, I'm doing pretty well today.
Well done, Ward. Truly, I can trust you to have my back. Commence the mission. I think this will go well. I'm prepared.
Hurry up and help me, you fools!
You shall pay for this, you hear?
I think this will. I'm prepared. I'm prepared. Keep your eyes on me.
Is there no one to save me?
Let me paint you a picture! Let's see how... No problem, I got it.
Oh, I simply cannot thank you enough.
Guess I'm more than just brains.
How much did they have to train to get that strong? I need to work harder.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
Sorry! This will help secure our victory.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we won! Wish I could have got a few more hits in, though.
I have to.
I see.
I'll show you what a mercenary can do.
I fight for what's right.
Have to do my best.
The fight starts now.
When we win, I'm gonna eat a pile of steak to celebrate.
Let us forge a path to victory.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
blows turn aside arrows.
Luck was on our side today.
I look forward to a worthy opponent.
I don't care much for battle. All right, I've got this.
We won't lose so long as I'm around.
Both the life to... be...
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles...
Let's get this operation underway. Starting the mission now.
Oh, if I must. Saved and the life seeking to save will... Yeah, forget it. What a hassle.
Adversity is not to be feared. Simply trust in yourself and push forward.
I beg your assistance at once.
Okay, time to attack.
We've brought it safely under our control.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Your efforts are admirable.
You're not that bad.
Let's call this a success.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Let's get this operation. Starting the mission.
I do hope you'll make this fun. comrades after this.
It's not over.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy. Oh, if I must.
I can still fight!
Done and done.
My apologies. So long as this virtuous flame burns in my breast, I will never know defeat.
Your great performance will likely go down in history. Meanwhile, I'm just glad you did all the work for me.
Getting things done.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Face me if you dare. We saved precious lives today. Well fought, everyone.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
But of course.
Off to work.
Good to go.
I'm ready to be battling.
Head up, eyes open.
I do not give you permission to be defeated. Now, fight for your lives!
Yeah, I'll give it everything I've got.
Got a real fight.
The stronghold's ours. should have held back.
You're incredible! Take it back! Stepping away for a moment.
Begin.
We shall see this through to the bitter end.
Nothing wrong with putting in a little extra work.
So that's the Ashen Demon's true strength, huh? Pretty impressive. Let's try this. Let's
Start it.
You shall pay for this, you hear? Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
I'm dragging the others down. You could have done better.
I knew you had it in you!
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
I almost feel sorry for them!
Witness my true power! No mercy! No escape!
Oh yeah! These arms can't be beat!
Right?
Let's see.
my time to shine.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll do my best.
I will show you true nobility.
Ready and willing.
I'll paint us a path to victory.
I'll give it everything I've got. Sorry.
Retreat!
Gotcha! Sorry.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry, I won't slack off. Yeah, let's do this. Don't.
We managed to contain things here. Gotcha! No looking back.
Done, Claude. Troops. I can trust you to have my back.
You shall pay for this, you hear? Here we go. This will help secure our victory.
It's not over.
I'm dragging the others down.
Ha! Guess I'm more than just brains.
How much did they have to train to get that strong? I need to work harder.
Retreat!
I think this will go well. I'm prepared.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry, I won't slack off.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Now it is my turn. They're
Bitter than blackest coffee.
That went perfectly. All thanks to me, of course.
Sorry.
All right, let's take them by storm.
Looks to be a rather troublesome lot.
You can ill afford defeat here.
the sweet smell of success.
That takes care of that.
Taste more bitter than blackest coffee.
That's enough, right?
Sorry, but nothing can stop me.
Well done, Claude. Truly, I can trust you to have my back.
Their leadership appears to be rather sharp.
We managed to contain things here. You doing this? This will help secure our victory. Gotcha!
We managed to pull through!
I'll show you what a mercenary can do.
I don't care much for battle.
I'm ready to be battling. There's no time to waste.
The fight starts now.
I'll show you how my hard work has paid off.
Yeah, we can win this!
Oh, if I knew.
Is that all we've got?
Begin. This.
On to the next one.
You are truly a forceful reckoning.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
if I were to die here.
All done. What is the next order?
We won't lose, no matter what.
This is nothing.
Here it comes!
I can't lose.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
Such deeds make me want to believe your power rests in precisely the right person. Good thing I didn't slink off for a nap.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
I look forward to a worthy opponent.
Have to do my best.
Sure thing.
We won't lose so long as I'm around.
Let's work together.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
Together and defend.
I'm not one to take on a hopeless fight. Let's get this operation underway, shall we? Start.
I'll do my best.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Clear out! You're finished!
Oh, if I must. Leave.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry. I'm dragging the others down.
We brought it safely under our control.
I'm dragging the others down.
Your efforts are admirable.
Your impressive accomplishments have woken me right up.
We won't lose, no matter what.
Here I go.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
My apologies.
A taste more bitter than blackest coffee.
That wasn't so bad.
This is all
my fault.
Yes, we did it!
You'll have to take things from here.
That turned out well.
So long as this virtuous flame burns in my breast, I will never know defeat.
Ah, you're really going for it. I'll have to take notes.
This position will grant us an advantage.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
That was fortuitous.
Yeah, I take no pleasure in this fight, and neither will you.
We're going to lose if this keeps up.
Out of the way! No regrets! Out of the way!
Even a guy like me has a few things worth fighting for.
You couldn't touch me.
Clear out! Simply incredible. That's tough to take.
So long as I draw breath, none shall take anything from us.
The heart.
Stay focused.
I stand ready.
Just turn me loose already.
No mistakes.
Time for the pain parade.
You can rely on me.
Bend to me!
You shall pay this, you hear?
Retreat!
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut. I won't let victory come easily. You could have done better.
Now that's what I like to see.
Witness my true power! No escape!
We have emerged victorious!
Hey, just the guy I wanted to see.
Ah, Balthus. Do you need me?
Yep. Got some hush-hush stuff I want to talk to you about. So let's go somewhere private.
Goodness, whatever could it be? It must be serious if we need to discuss it in a private setting.
So, what do you know about the Claude investigation?
I fear I have no idea what you are talking about. Did this request come from my father, perchance?
Yeah, I figured you might be in the dark.
Indeed, this is the first I have heard of it, though I believe he may have spoken to me once regarding something similar. Still, I am surprised he would ask such a thing of you. Also, how do you even know my father?
You know I've borrowed a lot of money from all kinds of folks, right? Well, your pops is on that list. I'm as broke as can be, so he put me to work to pay it back. That's how I ended up looking into Claude. I think that was around the time I decided to hide under Garrick Mock.
I am relieved to hear you know him for surprisingly normal reasons.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Still, I wonder why my father would lend money to a base mercenary such as yourself.
Just gonna ignore that last part, huh? Now I know where the phrase like father like son comes from. Anyway, I'll answer your question. I may not look it, but I actually used to be a noble.
You, a noble? Pray, keep your jests in check, sir.
No joke. The full name's Balthus von Albrecht. I'm surprised you didn't know. Claude and Hilda both did.
Does this mean you have connections with Lord Holst?
Yeah, we're old buddies. I was the heir to my house too, so we got to see each other a lot.
An heir? Goodness me, I apologize for my ignorance. To think a boorish man so lacking in honor and grace would be a noble.
Hey, easy. I'll have you know I was actually the lord of the house. It wasn't till after I inherited the title that I left.
Such a thought staggers the imagination, but I will accept it for the time being. And I feel I now understand your relationship to my father.
You just sort of say whatever pops into your head, don't you? Still, you better think twice about that brutal honesty of yours. Especially since you're the Count now.
You may be right. Thank you for the counsel.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I have...
I get... I can... This... Training can be the difference. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you.
I am confident you'll be impressed with my efforts.
Sure, I'll help.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
all must do our fair share.
The situation is grim. The Kingdom Army and the Knights of Seiros have the monastery completely surrounded.
And Rhea?
She's here. Looks like she's commanding the Knights of Seiros herself.
With her leading the charge, the Knights' morale must be through the roof. Looks like your guess was right on the mark, Lawrence.
Indeed. If anything, Edelgard's predicament is even more dire than I imagined.
If you're sure you want to rescue her, we'll have to move quickly, Your Majesty.
Right. Let's go, everyone. Time to save the day.
I look forward to a worthy opponent.
My time to shine.
I've got this.
I'll show you what I can do.
I owe you one. Honestly, it almost feels like you held back till I needed help.
Far be it for me to say that you're wrong. Being owed a favor by the Emperor herself is...
Well then, I guess we can call it even. But don't close your ledger just yet, Claude.
My quill is at the ready, Edelgard. Call in all the favors you want. Ready, you guys? It's time we show them just what Lester can do in a fight!
I will go ahead to put a stop to
Let's see how this... No
Mitri and
problem,
Rhea.
I got it.
I am counting on your support, Claude.
Well, we've come this far. We're not about to stop now.
Initiating the operation.
No, we can... make good use of those Ballistian catapults. Now is our... They...
Sorry.
We'll rush the stronghold at once.
Sorry.
The enemy forces are too great. But I can at least serve as a decoy for Her Majesty.
Sorry.
Monica is in danger. Do not worry about me. You must attend to her.
Gotcha.
Not a problem. I've got...
Trying to rescue you. Are you all right?
Now leave!
You have my thanks. Now let us push back the enemy. You saved my life. Thank you, friends of Her Majesty.
I so desperately want to flee, but I can't very well do that with Her Majesty here.
So that's the Empire's Minister of Religious Affairs. He heads up the Southern Church now. If he's in trouble, we should go help. Sorry.
Oh, thank you. Is Her Majesty all right? Do tell her I've been fighting valiantly.
Now leave!
I'm alive. I mean, of course I am. My death would be a crippling blow to the Empire. Now is our chance. They cannot stop.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry.
All right, here I go.
Not a problem. I've...
Whoops. Some enemies slipped out of the stronghold. We gotta take them down before they do something.
Didn't realize I had that in me.
I suppose you have done well.
That should take care of all the enemy commanders around here.
Now, set it aflame as we planned. This opportunity will not escape us.
They are burning Gareth Mock. That's a bold move, Dimitri.
Ah, yes, the old set it on fire strategy. We should put that out before things get messy.
I think we've got some combat engineers on standby. Maybe they could deal with all this fire stuff?
Sorry.
Warriors, you're up. Don't let them start another fire.
What? The wall collapsed. Did someone intentionally do this?
The wall collapsed? Then our path might be blocked too.
There you are, Edelgard. Your life is mine.
Edelgard is under attack. We must defend him.
Stay out of my way. Actually, this is perfect. Now I can avenge the Margrave as well. I can't go on.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I have to fall back.
Gotcha!
Excellent. Continue defending the Emperor.
Sorry.
Initiating the operation. Initiating the operation.
There's no way through.
There she is. Ignite the flames once more.
Sorry.
They will know how deeply our rage burns.
Well, it seems the enemy attacked them. We won't be setting any more fires.
Well, they were unlikely to fall for the same trick twice. Time for our next plan, then.
Initiating the operation.
Sorry. Go ahead and blame me if you want, but no one stands in the way of my goals.
Wow. Claude, guess muscles aren't everything after all.
Not a problem.
I will end you.
Dimitri's most loyal retainer. I must be getting closer.
As long as I stand, you will not lay a finger on His Majesty. I would sooner fight to the end, but that would bring great pain to His Majesty.
Now eliminate Dimitri and force the kingdom troops to retreat. We have gained control of Garreg Mach's entrance. I'll take up position here and stop the enemy from invading.
I cannot allow you to do this alone, Your Majesty. Please, permit me to fight alongside you.
I've long awaited this day, Edelgard. Your tyranny ends here.
Can't stop me. Oh, this is not good. We can't let Edelgard die.
We must seize this opportunity while the Kingdom army is engaged. Quickly, capture the front gate of the monastery.
Let's see how this... I should have known she would let this opportunity slip by. Get on over to Garreg Mach.
She popped up out of nowhere. Is there another secret path we don't know about?
Now leave!
The Kingdom Cavalry and the Church are launching an attack on our strongholds.
So, the time has come. Very well. Turn your horses around. All troops are to withdraw.
And just like that, a full retreat? Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
No matter how many years pass, you people will always be little more than fools. Return the land you stole from us! Attack as one.
Take your final bow. Now leave!
You look so much like... No, that can't be. Were it true, why would you fight me? You act as if we've met.
Thank goodness! We defended the strongholds.
Sorry, but I think I'd rather fight you instead. I will correct the mistake I made when I took you in, by ending your life. Garreg Mach is our church's most sacred site. We must reclaim it.
Gotcha! I won't let your lives be wasted.
Well done, Claude. Truly, I can trust you to have my back.
So, you've chosen to side with Edelgard. I am disappointed in you, Claude.
No hard feelings, Rhea. I'm just determined to see what the world would be like without you.
You shall face retribution for violating this sacred ground.
This is our chance to take out the Archbishop. We must not let it pass us by.
Salvation is beyond you. You shall be punished for your transgressions.
We managed to drive her away, but this war won't end until she's dead. Get ready for a chase, everyone.
Well, would you look at that? We won. Thanks to you. Actually, I'd say you pulled most of the weight. The Kingdom and the Church had a ton of grizzled warriors on their side. We would have been in real trouble without you and your mercenaries.
You were pretty impressive yourself. You barely even broke a sweat out there. I appreciate the compliment, though. I'm glad we got the chance to team up like this.
Me too. The war's not over yet, though. I'm hoping you'll stick around to the end.
Of course.
The Ashen Demon has proved a greater asset than we could have ever imagined. You must be relieved to see your gamble pay off. If nothing else, I'll be a lot less busy as your partner in destiny going forward. What a thing to imagine.
Yeah.
I am still...
I still have a... Gotta keep her...
That's...
Thank you, Claude. I owe you a great debt.
Yeah, we really saved your skin. Though I'm sure you would have preferred to have us in your debt instead. Must really chafe having the shoe on the other foot.
And what is that supposed to mean? If all you plan to do is mock me, then perhaps I'll not honor the debt after all.
Hey, it was just a joke. Just something Lawrence said. Nothing for your Imperial Majesty to worry about. Jokes aside, do you have a minute? Eager as I am to get back out there and chase down our enemies, we need to talk.
If you insist. What is it?
Right now, the Federation and the Empire are fighting together against the Kingdom. But honestly, I have no desire to see Fargus in ruins. I'm only after the Central Church.
At this point, though, wouldn't you say the two are one and the same?
I'm not so sure. When Dimitri decided to grant sanctuary to the Central Church, he really wasn't in any position to refuse. If he had, the chaos that ensued would have torn Fargus apart. But what if things are adding up differently now? It's clear the war will drag on so long as he continues to shelter them. Besides, the Federation's Eastern Church and the Empire's Southern Church are both operating independent of Rhea's influence. The Central Church must be looking like a pretty heavy burden to Dimitri right about now.
Perhaps, but the Archbishop has far more influence in Fargus than anywhere else. Even if Dimitri has changed his mind, I doubt those around him would be open to the idea. The fact remains that the Kingdom has yet to show any sign of severing ties with the Central Church. They stand beside them even now.
This is just a theory. Well, actually, it's more like wild speculation. But what if the reason Dimitri tried to take Garrick Mach was because he wanted to distance himself from the Church? By facilitating Rhea's return to Garrick Mach, he could be trying to set the stage to break away.
That's an interesting theory. Do you have any evidence to support it?
Not really, but that's the impression I got when I saw Dimitri on the battlefield. To be honest, it didn't even occur to me before now. We were so determined to take down Rhea in that battle, we never spared a thought for Dimitri's motivations.
I see. Had it occurred to you sooner, you would have had quite the decision to make. About whether to leave me for dead, I mean. After all, if the Central Church was really leaving the Kingdom to return here, abandoning me would have been the expedient choice.
Oh, come on, Edelgard. Sure, we've had our differences, but that doesn't mean I want you dead.
I'm happy to hear you say that, even if it is a lie.
You wound me. It's the honest truth, from the bottom of my heart.
So you say. No matter, you should continue to do as you see fit, and I will do all I can to bring this war to an end.
Sounds like a plan. Let's end this war. Right now, that's all that matters.
The Kingdom Army and the Church's forces have withdrawn and are fleeing north. The mercenaries are already in pursuit.
And the Federation army will join in the chase. Give the order to the rest of the troops.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I've got a pretty good guess as to which mercenaries are leading the hunt. I'd better pick up the pace. Edelgard, if you'll excuse me.
I assure you, Claude, we will not be far behind.
The Federation army is going to beat us to the punch. We should give chase as well.
I agree. Send a fifth of our army to pursue them. I will accompany them myself. Dispatch half of the remaining forces to the Western Front, and assign the other half to defend and repair the monastery.
Only a fifth? Are you sure that will be enough?
There's nothing to worry about. With the Federation army present, our hands will be tied regardless. Besides, if we neglect to leave the monastery sufficiently guarded, I fear I'll never hear the end of it from Count Varley.
Did we lose them? I was hoping we could at least tell our allies where they went. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking how the time has finally come.
Golden Wildfire. The hour of vengeance.
It's over! Oh, how I've waited for this day. The day that I kill you!
Run away while you can.
You're free to try, but you won't get away from me that easily. I'll carve out your monstrous heart and put an end to the beast dwelling within. Your destruction is everything I've ever fought for.
Our two favorite mercenaries were supposed to be leading the charge. So where are they?
It's strange that we haven't heard from them yet. I can't imagine they'd fall for a kingdom ambush, but...
We have a problem, Your Majesty. A group of mysterious mages has appeared just ahead. It looks like they're preparing to intercept us.
Mysterious mages?
Are we dealing with those who slither in the dark again? What objective could they possibly be pursuing now?
Not a clue, but we should hurry. If it's a fight they want, we don't have much choice but to oblige them.
Your Majesty, I've spotted the mercenaries among the enemy force, and they appear to be fighting each other. I don't know the details, but it seems as though our commander attacked the Ashen Demon.
What? Don't tell me.
Have our fears come to pass? Was our friend truly part of those who slither in the dark all this time?
It's too soon to say for sure. We know the enemy is capable of both controlling and impersonating people.
He's right. Back at the academy, the person we thought was Tomas was really Solin all along. So for all we know, our friend could actually be somewhere else entirely.
Whatever the case, we have to keep going after Dimitri. That'll take us right through where the two of them were sighted. We'll drive off those fiends, try to grab our friend or whoever's impersonating them, and figure out what's going on afterwards. We can afford to do that, right?
We can't afford not to. It would be an unspeakable loss if we slew the alleged imposter, only to learn we had inadvertently killed our friend.
Then it's settled. We'll stop them and get to the bottom of this.
I'll do my best.
Sure thing.
I look forward to a worthy opponent.
I will hunt you until my dying breath. Get back here!
We need to get over to them now. Things won't end well if we don't put a stop to this.
I haven't the slightest notion what is going on, but I'll have to destroy them all.
We cannot proceed unless we eliminate those mages.
Gotcha!
See how those beasts crawl to the slaughter. Let me put you out of your misery, beasts.
Sorry. Sorry.
I tire of playing with you ingrates. Useless! Stay out of this! It does not concern you!
What's going on? This isn't like you at all. Okay, I guess you're not in a listening mood either.
I must move us away from all of these foolish distractions!
What was that? Some kind of warping magic? They must have gone somewhere else.
Yeah, let's do that. Don't worry.
Let's get this operation underway, shall we? Starting them.
I think this will go well.
This presents a problem. We need a group to pursue them while the rest of us fan out in case they warp again.
Why do you insist on interfering?
Sorry.
They're putting up more of a fight than I expected. Deploy the reserves.
Persistent words.
Aw, they warped again? Come on!
Mercenaries. No, it cannot be.
Take your final bow. Now leave. Sorry, but nothing can stop me.
Nothing better than working for a skilled employer.
We'll have to take out the ones before us if we hope to enter the stronghold.
I think this will go well. I'm go-
Come on, snap out of it. I'll not
is true.
Now is our chance. They cannot stop us.
Let's get this operation underway, Shucks.
Slip away!
Take your final bow. Now leave!
Your Majesty, it seems Lady Edelgard is pursuing Dimitri through the mountains.
They're that close by? Then we need to wrap this up and get over to them.
You're still chasing me? You certainly are tenacious.
What is the Federation army doing? This is our chance to capture him.
I could take a lesson from your persistence. I dislike ending things on a low note. As such, prepare to die!
Take your final bow. Now leave!
Lose to beasts. I am undone.
For now, let's arrest them and send them to the back. We'll be sure to question them later.
Thank you. I was under attack before I even knew what was happening.
No, I'm glad you're all right. What was that about, anyway?
If I must wring the life from you by my own hand, then so be it.
You're not getting away this time. I hope you're ready.
How could I allow myself to be bested by such a despicable beast as this one? I need to get this flesh underground. So it's true. You really are from Shambhala.
Forgive me for this, Solon. But without your sacrifice, this world can never be made clean. Oh, great Zaharas, veil of night fluttering in the abyss. By the laws of creation, throw wide your infernal gates and swallow my foes.
So, you've come here to strike me down yourself. I thought you a smarter foe than that, Edelgard.
Really? You think you'll win this fight? The upper hand is clearly mine in this moment. All I have to do is buy some time.
So you say. Then I suppose I must test your resolve.
Not so fast, you two. I don't want to miss all the fun.
I wouldn't say no. So what do you want to do? This power, it's...
I still have...
That's...
I found...
It has been a long, long battle. My race wavers at the brink of extinction. And so it falls upon me to reclaim this world, that what was stolen from my people might be theirs once more. Which is why I was born. Yes, I created you. The cycle of the world, the rehousing of souls. How desperately I sought this secret art. But it demanded precision. One defect, one essence wrongly transplanted, would lead to consequences most irreparable. I knew I must oversee the process myself in order to save my beloved people. When my consciousness first initialized, I was nothing. I remember the sound of water, of bubbles, the sound of a massive object slowly lurching along. I thought the noise would continue for eternity. But then, a change. Something gave way. The water began rushing rapidly. Pale shadows closed in around me. Amidst deafening sounds, I walked desperately in search of light. That was an unforeseen accident. I was sure all had been lost to the waters. It was fortunate I had created you, for you proved useful in a way I never expected. I am to become you. That's why I'm here. That's why I've been compelled to remove any obstacle in your way. Only by destroying the abomination inside the Ashen Demon can we bring salvation to the world. So you understand. Then return that body you two share to me. It pains me to do this to you, but alas, all was written from the beginning.
Golden Wildfire. Into the chasm.
Where am I?
Stay where you are. It would be best if you refrained from bringing out any weapons as well.
Wait, Edelgard? Hold on. What are all three of you doing here?
I have the same question. It appears we've been swallowed up by some kind of strange magic.
That's the long and short of it. But isn't all of this your doing?
When we awoke, we found ourselves here, in this dark and ominous void.
Don't tell me you can't remember what happened. You suddenly transformed and started attacking your friends. Luckily, we managed to knock you out and capture you. But it wasn't long before you came to and escaped. I was told that you were acting like someone else entirely.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon. At least, I think it was Arval.
Arval?
The voice in my head. We've known each other for a few years now. Sounds pretty out there, right? This is why I never mentioned it.
And you claim this Arval suddenly decided to turn on you.
I know how it sounds, but yeah. There are two things I can say for sure. The first is that Arval's magic is what dragged us all in here. And the second is that there's no one in my head anymore.
How can you be certain?
Because I don't feel them. At least, not in my mind. Arval's somewhere else now. Somewhere distant.
I don't mean for this to be an interrogation, but distant? From where? This story of yours is hardly convincing.
Well, you do seem to be your old self again. That, if nothing else, makes me want to believe what you're saying.
At the very least, I hope you know a way out of this fathomless prison.
About that, I know I said distant, but Arval's definitely here with us somewhere. If we can find them and figure out what magic they used on us, we might just be able to escape.
That sounds wildly optimistic.
It sure does. But considering we don't know a thing about this place, we might as well give it a shot.
In that case, let's begin looking around and see if we can't find any clues to where we are.
Yes.
Dimitri, we need to talk. I'm just gonna come out and say it. After the war, I'm going to abolish the Central Church and depose the Archbishop. The people of Fodlan have been shackled by this decrepit system for too long, and I'm ending it.
You're going to do away with the Church?
That's right. Think about it. Who steals your freedom and gives you an endless list of duties and obligations simply because you have a crest? Who forces you and your friends into a bunch of unwanted marriages and positions of power? The Church even forbids any official contact with outside regions. Not exactly great for Fargus, right? Being as close to Serang and Albinia as you are.
But to be clear, your quarrel is with the Church, yes? Not with Fargus itself?
Exactly. We have nothing to gain by fighting you. And really, our enemy isn't the actual Church so much as the people at the top who make all the decisions.
I understand where you're coming from, Claude. And on a personal level, I actually agree with you.
But as a king, you're opposed.
Yes, for 3 reasons. First, abolishing the Church would deny the king's right to rule Fargus. Without one, the people will descend into chaos and war. Would you be able to take responsibility for such a thing once it came to pass? Second, recklessly discarding the Church will only incite discord among the clergy and its supporters. And finally, a revolution of this nature will not only mean casualties among the common folk, but will endanger your own life as well.
Leaving the first two for a second, I have some serious issues with that last one. I'm glad you're concerned for my safety, but I can take care of myself.
But don't you see? The people you wish to depose are human, just as you are. No matter what ingenious scheme you come up with, or how careful you try to be, they will suffer, and their vengeance will eventually find you, no matter how hard you try to stave it off. I know full well the guilt that accompanies such actions, and the retribution they provoke.
Everyone has to deal with the consequences of their decisions. If you let it rule you, Fodlan never changes. And if it doesn't change, it'll just fall apart.
But not taking the time to look where you're going will only lead you to stumble and fall. And if there are those who would be hurt by this, I consider it my duty to help them.
There you go, trying to save everyone again. You really are too good for me.
To be honest, I'm jealous of how you're not burdened with the same restrictions.
In the world I'm trying to create, you wouldn't be burdened by them either. You could even... No, forget that. I'm serious about what I said, though. And I really do admire how you want to save everyone. Honestly, if you weren't a king, I think we could have been friends.
I feel much the same. Had I joined with you, I might have been able to see a different vision of Fodlan.
Huh?
Well, I'm stumped. Oh boy.
I wonder...
I have have to say, this isn't how I imagined Fodlan's three most powerful leaders would be coming together.
Indeed. I hesitate to even consider the look on Hubert's face right now.
I don't think anyone's too worried about me, though. Vanishing without a word is kind of what I do. Even now that I'm the king of the Federation, it looks like I'm as unreliable as ever.
Or perhaps it's the opposite, and your people think you reliable precisely because you always return. It must be nice having friends you can depend on to handle important matters in your absence.
And it must feel lousy to realize no one wants to do your job, Edelgard.
I'm glad to see your tongue remains as agile as ever. Let's try moving our feet instead, shall we?
Hey, I can do both if you want. It's definitely not an either-or kind of situation. So, Edelgard, say the four of us get out of here in one piece. What are you planning to do about Dimitri? Maybe we should join forces and take him on together.
You're such a bore sometimes, Claude. And is that a serious proposal?
Well, I suppose it would be easier for me if the kingdom stuck around. After all, I get the feeling that if we divide Fodlan between the Empire and the Federation, I'll be the one holding the short end of that stick. Our goal is to deal with Rhea and the Central Church, not to unify Fodlan.
You never have been one to mince words, have you? Well then, allow me to match your honesty. It would be more convenient for me if the kingdom ceased to exist. The Central Church has a much closer relationship with Fargus than with the other regions. Even were we to capture the Archbishop and force her to dismantle the upper echelons of the Church, it wouldn't be enough. The roots of that organization run deep.
Hold on. You're just looking to capture Rhea? You're not gonna, get rid of her?
Is it not enough to subdue a foe and remove them from power?
I'm just surprised. I would have expected you to be more thorough.
And here I thought you wanted to pursue a peaceful solution.
Hey, give me some credit. If I didn't like to rock the boat, Lester would have been swallowed up by the Empire ages ago. I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones. I won't go into details, but I'm definitely fighting to make them a reality.
All that, and you're not planning to enlighten me? Unreliable and stingy. I, for one, have no qualms with telling you my ambitions. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
Just Fodlan, huh?
Come again?
Hey, don't get me wrong. That's a goal I can get behind. That's why we're working together. But I'd be grateful if my own ambitions can be fulfilled at the end of your path of conquest.
I'd like to believe that is possible. At least for now, we can work together to achieve a common goal. And perhaps someday our pact will become a more permanent one. I hope so, at any rate.
Same here. But before that, we need to find a way out of this place. Yeesh. You can't tell forward from back in here. Let's try over that way, maybe?
Good idea. It seems different from the rest of the void. Look out!
So it failed. Has my skill degraded that sharply over the years?
Arvel.
I have been searching for you, and look what you brought me. The three who fancy themselves sovereigns, ruling over that abomination's wretched spawn. What unexpected luck. I do hope you are all prepared to face death this day.
So this is Arvel, is it? Undo this sorcery and return us from whence we came, demon.
Oh, I do not think that will be happening. But even if I desire to accede to your wishes, the great forbidden spell of Zaharas is a one-way journey. None can escape this eternal darkness.
I vote we kill this thing and see what happens. Who's with me?
Something tells me they wouldn't lay this trap, only to suffer the same fate as us. If this being can free themselves from this void, it stands to reason that so too can we.
Then try cutting me down if you like. Sadly, what you see before you is but an illusion. I have a task to fulfill, and once it is accomplished, I shall leave this place alone.
Arvel, wait! What task are you talking about? Why did you use me? What are you trying to do here?
Ah, but you are mistaken. I am not Arval. My name is Epimenides, an ordinary man who vowed to kill the beast which set the earth ablaze. Do you not comprehend my purpose? I must save this world and its true people. That is why I chose to pass my consciousness down through the ages. And you are the vessel for that consciousness.
What does that mean?
I don't know what's going on, but I do know whoever that is needs to be stopped.
And how far are you willing to go? Will you cut down your own friends to reach me?
Hubert? No. It must be a double.
So, it's completely indistinguishable from the real thing. This is vile sorcery indeed.
The Emperor is before you. Deal the killing blow.
You can't fool me. If it were really you, you'd understand.
Sorry, Majesty. Why are you consorting with the enemy? He is right where you want him.
Why are you... No. This is a deception. The man I know would never raise a weapon.
You would drench your hands in the blood of friends to get what you want. I should have expected no less from the children of beasts.
Sorry. Hey, I'm doing pretty well today.
Wonderful as always, eh, Claude? Claude, no! Don't do this! I can't believe you would hurt me.
This is harder than I thought. I mean, how do we know for sure they're not real?
Your screams are so real.
Gotcha! Sorry.
There. It's done. But steel yourself.
Gotcha!
Don't know who we'll confront next.
Are we being warped away? No. Space itself is distorting around us.
Our surroundings have changed.
This place is so twisted you can't even tell where you are.
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? There it is. There is your rage.
I can spot one fake, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of us should take on their own double to prevent confusion.
That's not a bad idea.
This darkness is a mirror for the soul. And once a soul is imprisoned here, it is eternally severed from the real world.
Sorry! I feel like I just slew my twin brother.
Watch this! Just imagine how much easier our task will be with the two of us. A nice thought, yes. But I'm sad to say I failed to trust even myself.
Why are you helping the Emblem, wretch? If you mourn your friends, avenge them! It's a blessing I get to face you. There is truly no one I more desire to end.
Got this!
Is that all?
I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death.
Illusion or no, I must thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
That's the last of the illusions.
So it would seem.
At least now we're certain they're not real. We can cut them down without mercy.
Again? Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Right. Let's get searching.
Oh, but you four are a marvel. To think you are already adapting to this place. Now have the grace to lay down your lives and let the world you've torn apart heal. Ah, there you are, my partner in destiny.
You're not Arval. And even if you were, I'd fight you all the same.
Destroying you will achieve nothing, for you will all still be trapped in this place. Unfortunate, but you are forcing my hand.
So even our mercenary friend gets affected.
Witness my trick!
This is going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside.
My attacks aren't getting through. What's going on?
None can stand before us.
What about our phantom mercenary friends? We know we can harm the illusions, right?
Why does it have to be you? I don't want to fight you!
We must. I've awaited this moment. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
I've got it.
It seems I am forced to do this myself. So be it. Come at me if you dare.
Our adversary has finally run out of tricks. Time to finish this.
Nothing I do is enough. How much more must I sacrifice? Not yet. No, this isn't over. Be gone with you! The cycle of this world must be protected! You fool! Why must you resist me so?
You know my reason. The tomorrow we're fighting for. It's ours to make!
It's incredible. Just how strong you've become.
Arval.
You have grown more than I ever thought possible. And yet... I've never felt more alone.
Looks like we made it out in one piece.
Are you sure about that? I still have no idea what's going on.
Arval, or Epimenides, I suppose, has vanished, and we've been returned to where we started. Perhaps we should just consider this a victory. An ironic one, as we achieved it by working together.
Fair enough. So, what happens now?
I can't speak for Edelgard, but I'm not exactly itching to fight you. Whatever's in store for us, let's say we just call a truce for now.
I wouldn't have been able to return here had it not been for your assistance, as well as Claude's. Letting you walk away may not be the soundest of tactics, but at this point I see no other option.
Agreed. Let's consider all debts paid.
But just to be clear, I crushed you once, and I can do so again.
Right. I gotta admit, I never saw any of this coming.
In truth, I can't say I much expected any of this.
Still, it got us talking again, and that's gotta be worth something.
Well, I should be off. I hope we can do this again sometime. The speaking part, anyway.
In that case, I will depart as well. I'm sure everyone must be quite concerned for me by now.
See you both on the other side of this war. Well, my friend, are you ready to get out of here? We still have one more enemy to deal with before all of this can end. Archbishop Rhea awaits.
Golden Wildfire. Field of Beginnings. The Federation successfully aids the Imperial Army, and together they pursue the Kingdom and Church forces. However, Claude's sole aim is to eliminate Archbishop Rhea. While Edelgard contends with the Royal Army, Claude and his forces go after the Church. In their pursuit, they arrive at the Tailtean Plains, where Seros and Nemesis battled long ago.
It's not much further to Kingdom territory. Once we've crossed the border, we'll march through the Tailtean Plains and make our way to Ferdiad.
The plains of Tailtean are the largest in all of Fargus. As I recall, they're also where a well-known battle took place long ago.
We're going by land instead of sea this time, huh? I have to admit, I prefer it this way.
We may have taken a wild little detour, but we're finally back to marching on the Kingdom capital.
Claude, are you sure it would not be prudent to ask the Imperial Army for assistance? They certainly owe us after that last battle.
The Imperial Army changed course to travel west, and Edelgard went after them. They're well on their way to Aryan Road. Most of the Kingdom's forces have gathered in the west as well. Rhea and her troops are the only ones who fled north.
I don't get it. Sure, it makes sense for the Kingdom to reinforce their position on the Western Front. They're losing ground there after all. But is the King of Fargus really abandoning the defense of his capital city and the Church?
I can't claim to know what his intentions are, but I suspect Dimitri's decided to leave the rest to me.
What's that supposed to mean? What in the world could the king of an enemy territory trust you with?
I think I get it. Dimitri is counting on Claude. The Central Church is just a millstone around the kingdom's neck at this point. Dimitri's probably hoping Claude will cut him loose.
Are you suggesting that the king wishes to avoid formally cutting ties with the Central Church, and is therefore using us to bring about its demise? I have heard that the Central Church aided the kingdom when civil war broke out. Perhaps Dimitri feels indebted to the Archbishop, and his knightly values demand he not oppose her directly.
But that's... No. I suppose this is the nature of war.
There's more to it than that. The kingdom and the church have a long history, full of reasons why the king can't betray them. Long ago, the hero Lug von Blaidd cut down the Adrestian emperor of his day. In fact, their battle took place on the Tailtean Plains, which we're just about to cross. The church mediated the conflict and recognized House Blaidd's independence, leading to the founding of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. As you might have guessed, that's how they got the holy bit in their name.
So essentially, abandoning the church would mean turning their back on the very group to whom they owe their independence.
And that's why Dimitri wants the fledgling Leicester Federation to do his dirty work and abolish the church in his stead. And that's my guess, anyway. But his reasons are immaterial, since getting rid of the church is what we've been after all along. For the sake of our future and the free world to come, we'll tear down the Central Church and put an end to Rhea.
You can count on it. And if they run off to Ferdiad, we'll just have to conquer the capital to get to them.
That's the spirit. You know, kid, you've really become someone we can depend on. And now, Your Majesty, we await your official order.
You got it, Judith. It's time to fling open the doors to a whole new era. All forces, advance!
I have a proposal.
I've got an idea. Yep, I've got this.
One step at a time.